Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. In this series at Discovery, we are looking at certain practices that were important to Jesus and why they should be important to us. Today on the show, we have Victoria Coliani, one of the longest tenured Discovery lead team members right now. Welcome to the show, Victoria. How are you?
Thank you. It's good to see you, Brad. Thank you for having me.
Oh, pleasure. I've been asking people how they do with hot stuff, but you have a little unique story to tell on how you handle hot foods. Why don't you let us know?
Yes. So I have a little bit of deficiency in the way that I taste things, so I can't always get flavor, but I can sometimes feel heated things, so there might be some tingle sensation, so we're just going to see how far we can go with the tingle.
Well, I know we have
today.
a couple in here that are normally lighting mouths on fire, so hopefully that's the thing to feel, and a unique choice to cool down your mouth. All right, give it a go.
Yep.
Ready for wing number one?
Ready?
All right, starting on your right.
Okay.
Probably not much
I
of a
probably
tingle
got
in that
nothing.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Am I eating the whole thing?
You know, whatever you want to eat, you can.
Okay. Yeah. I've got nothing out of this first one.
That's to be expected.
Yeah. Okay.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how you became a follower of Jesus.
Okay. So I grew up in Western Pennsylvania. I come from a pretty big family. I have 5 siblings, lots of nieces and nephews. I like to consider myself probably the most like Jesus on the lead team because I'm not married and I don't have kids. Totally kidding. Amazing people on that team. I think I've always had a belief in Jesus because I was taught that as a little kid. But I got baptized when I was 16 and I didn't make a full-blown commitment until I was in my 20s to follow God, to really want to live my life for Him. So it wasn't really all that long ago.
Ready for wing two?
Yeah. Trying to keep it short. This one's hotter.
A little bit. May not get to the tingle phase.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. We're not at the tingle phase. No, it's again, I'm deficient. Okay. Yeah,
So-
we're not.
How is it that Discovery became your home church, and what does it feel like to be appointed as one of its spiritual leaders?
Well, 20 years ago, I got a card in the mail, a postcard in the mail that a new church was launching. And I was really curious and interested in the church. It was in a movie theater. And I walked in the church and I felt like that I was at home. And I've just been coming ever since. So the reason that I pretty much call it my home church is that, you know, I didn't want to miss out on an opportunity in my life to attend regular services somewhere. I didn't want to miss out on an opportunity to give, to serve, to create friendships, to develop a support system of people. And I get that here at Discovery. And it is an honor to be on the leadership team. I mean, it's there is an amazing group of people, including you, Brad. You served on for 6 years. I've been influenced and impacted by just seeing all the different people on this team who want the best for this church. They pray, seek wisdom, guidance, all of everything that God wants for this church. And it's an honor. And I really am grateful to be a part of it.
Ready for wing number three?
I'm ready. Oh, yeah.
Now this is actually, because we're only doing 6 of the 10, this is actually wing number 6. Sauce number 6 we're jumping to.
Okay.
We went 1 and then 3 with the first one. So this is actually a fairly nice size leap. I hope maybe you get something out of this.
Okay. I mean, I think a little starting to feel it on the end of my tongue.
All right, that's good, because we got a couple coming up that I think will kick that into gear a little bit.
Okay.
So the practice that you've chosen to talk about today is hospitality, which you very clearly put into practice in your own service here at Discovery by being a part of the Includer team. Why is that a practice that's important to you, and a way to serve Discovery that's important to you?
Well, you know, I think that I think people value warmth and welcome, and we want everyone here at Discovery, whether you've been coming to Discovery or you're a first-time person walking into this church. We want everyone to feel welcome and accepted for where they are, where they've come from, and for me personally, first impressions are really big. I think for most people, first impressions are a big deal. And I remember walking into Discovery 20 years ago. I didn't know anyone, and it's scary, it's intimidating. You're walking all by yourself, and I was extraordinarily welcomed by someone. They made me feel like, we want you to be a part of this. And I just think that that's vital for people to feel welcomed and accepted.
Ready for wing 4?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this real quick though. I think I'm hungry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a tingle. I'm feeling a little like I'm getting warm. You know what I mean?
Good.
Let's try a little bit more.
How did Jesus demonstrate his hospitality to others?
I think Jesus is the ultimate example of hospitality. When you think about it, I mean, he shared tons of meals with lots of different people. But I think that, he taught and demonstrated in his hospitality that despite titles and statuses, races, whether you're a male or a female, none of that mattered because the invitation was for everyone. And this is totally like on the contrary of what a lot of elite Jews, they had rejected so many people, and Jesus, he was hanging out with Samaritan women. He was having dinner with tax collectors. He had dinner with sinners. He was hanging out. I mean, so that's who we are right now at this time. So I think he really showed a radical hospitality during his time to show us ultimately, how we should be inclusive and treat people no matter what, where they come from or what they look like or talk like or smell like.
Thankfully, that's not something you have to worry about.
Yeah.
Maybe
tingles. I'm feeling the tingle.
You can welcome those people.
Yeah. Yeah, I can welcome the stinky people. No. I'm getting the tingle.
Good. All right, well, this next one will absolutely
blow my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to take a break. Is that okay if I take a break with this? Can I get it out? Because I just want to be able to feel it the whole way. Perfect.
I don't know if this next wing is one that you will finish, but if you do, kudos to you.
Okay, wait. Are we on number?
We're on number 5.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. I mean, will it be like a...
I envy you at this moment.
Do you?
That is lit butane.
I mean, I'm getting a tingle. I'm getting a real big tingle. And I kind of feel like I'm having a hot flash. Other than that, though. Wow, yeah, that's good. That's good. I feel the tingle.
Why is hospitality an important trait for Christians to exhibit here in 2023?
Gosh, I think that, Jesus emulated and modeled to us and showed us that, even in our culture in 2023, we are still in need of creating a space and a place for people to feel absolutely welcomed and cared about and accepted for who they are. Again, and I think if we want to do that here, and I think if we want to make people feel accepted, we have to continue to emulate what he showed us and did for us by welcoming people. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I'm kind of like getting the tingle, so I'm a little bit preoccupied. Hold on. I need some... It's good and creamy. Okay.
The hot wings actually disorient you, so the answers aren't going to make sense anyway.
Okay, good. All right, I think I need some more. I'm getting... The tip of my tongue is a little bit wicked.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm glad you're feeling them a little bit. That's
yeah. Good. Okay.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, this last wing is the last dab. You decided with your extra superhero abilities you wanted to be able to run the entire gauntlet. They called it the last dab because it's tradition on the show to put a little extra on the last wing. You don't have to put much. A little goes a long way. You don't have to if you don't want to.
All right. I'm just going to do a little.
Yep, that's plenty.
Can I give it back to you? Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to That's a tingle. Yeah.
So why do you think it would be important? What do you think it would look like for the followers of Jesus at Discovery to model hospitality in a greater way?
You know, I think those who live out radical hospitality, they will seek to serve. And I think that they will have the ability to see, you know, the image of God in the eyes of every human being and on earth. And you know, that leads to, I'm just thinking because it's tingling. Basically, you know, that's going to lead to, you know, serving, giving of our homes, our time, our finances, you know, ultimately to continue to further the glory of God, you know, in his kingdom. So I think that that is the ultimate important part of hospitality. I don't know what I'm saying because I'm going to tingle. So I think that, you know, people will see that and they'll want to do that, and our church would just, we will be phenomenal people to offer hospitality. I don't know what I'm saying.
I think you've made a lot of sense.
Was that okay, or should I do that question again?
I think it was good.
You do?
Sense.
Was that okay? Okay.
I want to see if that worked.
Oh, I love how it feels. It's so like creamy and thick. I kind of feel like
it does help.
Doesn't it? Isn't it fun? It's just, you know.
Well, Victoria, thank you so much for being a part of this. I'm glad that you got to experience some of the heat in a different way.
I do too. Thank you so much for allowing me to feel the tingling sensation of hot sauce.